say something real quick. Y'all give the old man just a little bit of time, because I don't ever know when I might be my last meeting. Apologize for lying to everybody. I was really planning on going on the trip, but things have changed. But I am real excited about the fact I had to be at a meeting in Pitt County and speak there Monday. I was in Raleigh all day yesterday, and I feel real wide open because I'm back in the game. I'm on the starting team, and it's nice. I had to come home last night and call a county commissioner in another county. And we talked, and the county commissioner says, well, Earl, what do you think we ought to do? I said, I guess that's up to y'all. He said, I want to know from you, what do you think we ought to do? And I said, well, I find that very strange. I said, my own county commissioner's going to ask me that. I'm here not to talk about but one thing. And I'd like everyone on this board, and Graham's not here today, but Graham and I are blood kin, and every now and then Graham gets in a bind, he reminds me, he said, that blood is thin, thick. And but Graham's not here today. But I am very concerned, have been, and I don't need anyone here to go quoting the open meeting law to me. I know the open meeting law pretty well. I got the same books that y'all got, so don't anybody quote the open meeting law to me. I understand it. But what I am concerned about is the fact that I got a phone call one night from a concerned citizen. It was an anonymous phone call saying, what do you know about this contract? I said, I don't even have any idea what you're talking about. And they said, well, go to the Register of Deeds office and go to book 290, page 377. Well, that's become a common thing around some of the political activists in this county today, is book 290, page 377. My concern about this is, I want to know, did each one of these you commissioners read this contract before you voted on it, as written? Did y'all, anybody want to speak up all at one time? Did y'all read this contract?
No, I did not. I did not read the contract as you see it in that form. I knew of the contract and what it was supposed to contain, but I never read the document. I never did know that contract until this lady I was delivering my tickets to informed me of this and started praying. I said, that's not quite what I was doing. So then I got this number 29377, and I went looking. And I saw the first page, and to my ignorance, I didn't know how to move to the second one because I was using the top part, but then when I saw all 6 pages, then yes.
Well, some of the things that, and you know, what I try to get off to this audience as well as the commissioners, this is not anything personal. These are politics. It happens in Washington. I spent all day yesterday in Raleigh, committee meetings, and I mean, there's disagreements. And this is part of this system. And you can't just do just what you want, and then when somebody like me stands up to talk, you say, well, he's nothing but a troublemaker. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I like every one of you. We talk on the phone, all of us. But I do want things according to the way I understand the law to be. And people in this county have read this contract. The open meeting law gives you an opportunity to discuss this. It also says that you are to give a general description of what you've done when you come out of closed session and vote on it. And I've got the minutes up here. I'm not going to take time to read them if y'all want to get them. The general description of this was, and I can't see that well, signed the document with Kim O. Now that's very general, isn't it? I think that the thing that upsets me, when I say upsets me, one of the things about from a legal standpoint is that this is a legal document that concerns taxpayers' money. And this is where we start crossing the line. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I intend to get answers. It got spread around the county about some people interested in so-called suing the county. I don't know, me personally, for full disclosure, let me tell you, for full disclosure, my point in this, I talked to a man, two people in Berkeley County, and they had sent me the name of a law firm that's representing the citizens in Berkeley County. And I each forwarded that email to a couple of people. I did not talk to them, didn't intend to talk to them. I considered that attorney an animal chaser, and it wasn't what I wanted. All I wanted to do was to go to an attorney that I can trust and let him look at this document and in his legal opinion tell me, Earl, you're wrong. At that point in time, I'll give him my $400, which I just lost to him, and leave. Or if he tells me, Earl, you were right, then I'm going to bring it back to you. I don't know. One of the things that really concerns me about some of this deal is the Randy Parton Theater in Roanoke Rapids. I spent the day yesterday with the former mayor up there, and I didn't push the issue very much because there was a sensitive issue to it.
Yes,
but I did pump it from some information. And the town of Roanoke Rapids will never recover from the money that they put into that operation and sit up there on that hill outside of town line at 95 that they don't use.
That's right.
So we as citizens, we don't want to cause trouble, but we want y'all to look at things, take off rose-colored glasses, and look at all of this stuff realistically, and let the public put their input into it. Because I personally would not buy $1 worth of share of stock in the family fund center. I personally do not think it will work, and I want, and if the county is involved in this, the citizens need to know the whole story. As I said, West Point has a saying of the cadets, I can't say it. Cadets say, take an oath. A cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those that do. And I often think about changing the word cadets to commissioners and politicians.
Yeah.
One of the representatives who is a graduate of West, the reason I brought this up, I was in Raleigh yesterday, one of the graduates of West Point is a state representative. And he's got this posted on his door, and he changed cadets to assemblyman or something like that, legislature. And so he, that's where I got that from, was yesterday from his door. But no reflection. But it is a fact that we need to, all of us look at that. All I want to do, and what I'm doing, not to upset anyone, but I want to find out how that y'all will vote on this if you never read it, as written. And the fact is illegal because of the taxpayers' money. I could go on forever and ever. I appreciate y'all listening. I didn't get a lot of input, but I knew from past experience that y'all were not going to give any input. Thank you, Mr. Hall, for speaking up, and I will see y'all next month.